Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion has just come out. It's remastered. We're going to see if it's actually good. This got leaked. We thought it was a leak, but it really was just because the game was coming out so soon. Because I'm not going to lie, like, performance stuff aside, little nitpicks here and there aside, and I've only had 2 crashes so far. I've been playing for 3 hours, 15 minutes, give or take, 3 hours straight with no breaks. The like it 2 crashes only playing on Ultra, you know, a game that just came out today with no post-launch patch. It's good. That's good. These are good numbers. I'm not really complaining. I'm just reporting on what I'm seeing here, but it's good. It's smooth. It's buttery. It's delectable even. It's a really good way to experience this game. There's not much that I feel is lacking here. The quality of life stuff that when you boot up old Oblivion after being spoiled by Skyrim's quality of life stuff, all of that's here, you know. The game's it's a little faster. Everything is like a little faster. You know, that pacing's picked up. The sprinting, the UI, the render resolution and the UI scaling, and just the support for modern displays and the lack of sort of weird finicky graphics and visual settings that you were beholden to on the PC version of this game. All of that's gone. All of that's better, you know. So
where is the count?
What else can you ask for?
Not with you?
And it's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. Yeah, game good, honestly. I would wait if you want to own the game.
I need you to come with us. You've
ownership.
Got far more combat experience than these men.
I'd wait.
Are you able to
drop $50
I can wait,
on the base edition until they do a post-launch patch.
They have a chance to barricade the city gate.
That fixes some of the performance issues, or just get it on Game Pass. And if it doesn't work for you very well and it's pissing you off, once again, you've only wasted $15, and then you can play all the other fucking games anyway, other than Oblivion Remastered. GTA just got added to Game Pass, I saw as well, with GTA Enhanced Edition that just came out, which is the next gen upgrade for GTA. You know, all the Halo games, Call of Duty's on there. I mean, like, everything's on there, dude. City Skylines 2, fucking Minecraft. You know, it's worth it. It's worth it. It is worth it. Trust me. Instead of spending all the money to build up some crazy game library that you, once again, if you're on Steam or something, you don't actually own anyway. I could understand if you're spending the cheddar on a GOG, you know, a good old games library, because you can actually just throw that on a NAS or throw that in the cloud or throw that on an SSD, and you'll always have it. Take it wherever you want. You own it no matter what happens, even if their servers go down, even if the internet dies tomorrow and the world ends. As long as you have electricity to power your computer, you'd be able to play all the games in your GOG library, which is, wow, they fucking destroyed this guy. Oh my God. You know, you'll always be able to play it. So that's worth it. There's value in that. But to buy it for $50 on Steam right now, even though it has some performance issues and you probably are going to need a higher end rig, experience the full force of the remaster as intended. You know, I mean, that's the whole reason you're going to play this, is because it's going to look gorgeous and the humanoid characters are not going to look fucking ridiculous like they used to in the original Oblivion. You know, human beings look normal now. It's not like hilarious to look at people. You know, that should be that's going to be a lot of the reason. There's some quality of life updates, of course. The UI, the resolution, you know, the render resolution and everything like that. The UI scaling, all that's great. It's for modern machines now. We have sprint. You know, we have some of these obvious quality of life stuff. You know, the UI has been updated quite a bit and modernized. But yeah, I mean, for $50, I'd wait until a post-launch patch to maybe fix some of the performance issues, because look, I have a really good rig. I'm playing this on Ultra. Even for me in certain areas, like right here with all these particle effects, I'm dipping down to 90 frames instead of the 120 that I'm capped at. I can't imagine trying to play this on like very high graphic settings on a lower end rig. It's probably going to be hell, honestly. So I would consider waiting until post-launch patch to come out that fixes some of the performance issues that are incredibly obvious. And even right here, I mean, there's rain, there's particle effects from the embers. I'm down to 60 frames right here with the rain and everything. That's fucking bad. Like I said, the places that I expected there to be dips in frame rate were going to be the Oblivion Gates, Kvatch, and when you step out of the sewers, you're in the open world. You know, the Battle of Kvatch, I should say, the Oblivion Gates and stuff like that. But honestly, for right here, I'm simply put my weapon away. I'm just running around. There's the ember particle effects. There's weather, lightning. There's rain. There's these characters here. I'm down to 60 frames, even dipping down into the high 50s here and there. So, and this is on a, once again, I'm on a NVIDIA GTX 4080 graphics card with an Intel i7 3700KF processor and 64 gigs of, I want to say it's Corsair RAM. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember off the top of my head. And this is also running on an internal NVMe SSD, right? I mean, you're like, I'm not saying this is the best rig, but it's a fucking good machine, and we're down to 60 frames, 70 frames in the open world. The open world area performance is seemingly the worst. When you're in a dungeon, it's fine. I capped my frame rate at, why is there an invisible barrier on this rock? I capped my frame rate at 120. So, you know, when I'm in a dungeon, when I'm in some interior space, I'm rocking 120 frames, no problems whatsoever. Even when I was inside the Imperial City, totally fine, 120. Most of the time we were just in that Oblivion Gate inside the dungeon tower. We were rocking 120 for a lot of it. Inside the Oblivion Gate exterior, we were dipping down a little bit, but the performance is actually really good still. But every time I'm in the open world, I'm dipping down like considerably, like losing like 30 frames or more just in the open world with like almost nothing going on. So, you know, if you don't have a crazy rig, I can guarantee you're going to probably experience a little bit of issues when you're in the open world segments, and you might have to play on some lower settings. Once again, I'm on ultra. Is it good, Sky Oblivion? My heart goes out to the Sky Oblivion guys, because I know that they just started doing it themselves because they were like, no one else is going to remaster. Honestly, dude, if I was on the Sky Oblivion dev team right now, I'd be pissed. Unfortunately, this is the definitive Oblivion remaster everyone's going to be playing. Like, I can already tell you right now, like, I mean, this is gorgeous. They're not canceling, you know, they're not going to stop working out, obviously. And they believe that, you know, the PC market is what they are going to be capturing here regardless. They think that PC players are going to favor the Sky Oblivion potentially, whereas console players are obviously going to be playing this new remaster. But, you know, also highlighting, there's now 2 different flavors of this great classic game in a modernized, better format, you know, which is this official remaster and a community remaster based in the Skyrim engine for those who are familiar and with Skyrim and want to stay in that framework that they're most comfortable and familiar with, which is the Skyrim creation engine. And so it's really the best of both worlds if you're looking at it from a glass half full perspective, right? There's an option now for everybody. You can go play the classic. You can go play this new remaster. And later this year in 2025, you're going to be able to play Sky Oblivion, which is a total conversion mod in Skyrim, bringing Oblivion into Skyrim, which is cool. And clearly the Sky Oblivion developers are optimistic about it all, and they don't seem down about this. They don't seem defeated over this, and they are hopeful, and they are looking forward to this year as being a really great banner big year for Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls in general, which I agree it is. It already is with the release of this game, and it's going to continue to be a crazy year once Sky Oblivion comes out. There's going to be a lot of Elder Scrolls on the mind. See over here, we have a cup phasing through the ground. And, you know, this is also going to mean new speedrun communities, new types of speedruns for this classic game. I'm sure the speedrun strats are going to be way different for this remaster, and the tech's going to be way different because it's in a totally different engine, Unreal Engine 5. And, you know, so there's going to be a lot of, I mean, think of how much content Skyrim brought for how many years. I mean, it's going to be a crazy year for Elder Scrolls fans. That's for absolutely certain. Completely agree. Bethesda just bought themselves another 10 years of content to satiate players. Thank you so much for watching and giving me some of your time today. It means the world to me. I love making content like this, and I'm going to continue to do so. Comment down below and tell me what you thought about the video, what I talked about. Give me your thoughts. I would love to hear it. I try to respond to them all. Like the video if you enjoyed. Lets me know you want to see more content like this. Subscribe to the channel. It's free. It supports me in the channel. It lets me know I'm doing a good job. And hit the bell as well to be notified when new uploads come out. I'll see you on the next video, and I hope you have a great day.